Hi everyone. So thoughts from the church today, not the vicarage, as I'm in our building, and I thought this might be a good place to look at God doing a new thing. And I thought also I'd maybe show you what we've done in the church, decoration-wise, and talk a bit about colour as well. So I wanted to start by setting the scene. We've had various prophecies from different people over the year of lockdown, and one of them is, behold, I'm doing a new thing. And I think that's appropriate for everybody, really, because we've been through the COVID situation, and I don't think there'll be one person that comes through it the same as they were when they started it. And through that time, there've been, difficult times, interesting times, sad times, but also times where maybe we've actually pushed into God because we weren't sure where we were headed, so we were feeling uncertain. So I know for myself that, it's definitely been a soul-searching time, and I think that when we come back, not one of us will be the same. And so I just wanted to start by reading Isaiah 43:19, because I just think, well, this is the prophecy that somebody gave us. In fact, several people have given us. I'm going to read it from the Message because I so love the Message. So let me read it. Forget about what's happened. Don't keep going over old history. Be alert. Be present. I'm about to do something brand new. It's bursting out. Don't you see? There it is. I'm making a road through the desert, rivers in the Badlands. Wild animals will say, thank you. The coyotes and the buzzards, because I provided water in the desert, rivers through the sun-baked earth, drinking water for the people I chose, the people I made especially for myself, a people custom-made to praise me. And I think that's a rather beautiful passage. And it was set in the time when the Israelites had wearied God with their constant sin, disobedience, and moanings. But through all of that, even though they became ungrateful at times, as we all do, God was still faithful and still kept all his promises and still loved them and took care of them and provided for their every need, as he does today. So one of the readings from the New Testament that crosses that is 2 Corinthians, and it says, therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old has passed away, and behold, the new has come. So it's new life, new beginning. And also, we're heading for Easter, where we look at new life. That's why we have all those Easter eggs and look at all those little bunnies and everything. Because it's spring, and it's a time when we reflect on Jesus dying on the cross and dying for all our sins and then being resurrected so that we can have new life with him if we ask him into our lives. And so I think that's really what I wanted to say, is that as we come back next week to church, we're going to come back and have Easter in the car park, but then we're going to come back to church, and we're going to, well, in fact, actually on Good Friday, there's an opportunity for an hour to just meditate on the cross. And I think as we come back, it's going to be a new thing. It's going to be different. Nothing will be the same as it was before. And I guess it's coming back and thinking, okay, Lord, I know what I used to do, and I know what you used me to do and what my gifts were then. But what now, Lord? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to get involved in? How do you want me to be? I think is the new thing. And for all of us, we all need to review where we're headed and how God is calling us to different roles. And there probably won't be the same roles as they were before, because before won't be the same anymore, because there will be restrictions, and there will be people that genuinely actually don't want to come back, or don't want to face going out, or just have changed the whole way they're thinking about living. So I think we have to be really open to whatever happens, as long as we're going along with God. I think it's the most important thing. And so with those thoughts, I thought it'd be quite good to have a look and show you on video what we've been doing in the church, and talk a bit about colours and the importance of it all. Because we've got a creative God who absolutely loves nothing better than to paint colours. I mean, just look at our beautiful world. You know, when you get up in the morning and it's a sunny day and there's a beautiful blue sky, and then there's the grass always looks greener, doesn't it, when the sky's blue, and the trees look gorgeous and deep green, and all those gorgeous flowers in the spring and summer as the blossom comes out. So incredible. I mean, who would have thought to put all that together but our gracious God? And so I just wanted to talk a bit about colour, because I think one of the things you will notice when you come back to church is that we have got a lot more colour. So this is one of the paintings, you remember, that Helen Youssef painted. It's rather beautiful. It's got gorgeous turquoises in it, and greens and gold. And on one side there are people worshipping, and then on the other side it just looks like water is pouring down, you know, like the living water. And I looked at some colours and their biblical context, and turquoise, for instance, represents rivers of God, tranquility, serenity, patience, relaxation, and communication. So that looks rather absolutely beautiful, doesn't it? And then the greens, the beautiful greens, are like life growth, which is amazing. You know, all that, you can just see life growing as people come to know Jesus. And lots of beautiful blues as well, which, you know, represent authority and kingship and priesthood. Really beautiful. So as I walk around the church, I was just going to talk to you a bit about what we've done. So we've put these pictures up on the back walls, where I don't know whether you can see where the big window is, the big window. There we go. So these pictures are on the back wall, and we now have a lovely coffee area there where we can just sit and chat and pray. Lovely plant. Nice cozy lighting in the evening, a lovely place to just meet and pray, and actually, you know, if you meet someone in the car park and say, oh, would you come in and have a coffee, and we can sit and chat and talk about things, and I think there'll be a lot of that going on. And then, of course, here we have this beautiful painting that several members of the congregation painted, which is amazing, and that's got some lovely colours in it, predominantly red and green and blue, and with some gold, which is rather beautiful. And so we have had those made into wall hangings, which we've put on the wall behind the cross. So let me take you to that bit there. Can you see that? You see that behind me? It's difficult to see it because if I turn my phone, it'll go on its side, so I won't be able to do it. But look, it goes all the way to the top. It's absolutely beautiful. It's got people worshipping, and it's a darker replica of that painting. And we've painted the crosses gold to reflect majesty and glory. Let me just read about gold. So gold is for the glory of God. The refining process that we go through. Do you remember that refiner's gold? That it has to be burnt and purified before it's turned into gold. And it's kingship, words of wisdom, truth and knowledge. All these things are associated with gold in the Bible. Of course, the covenant was gold as well. So it's pretty beautiful, and I think as we worship God and we face that cross, it's going to bring us into the presence of God, and we're going to see all our fellowship worshipping, because everybody painted a person on there, and then Helen Youssef sort of overpainted some of it, but it's turned out so well. So that's on that cross, and then we have a second cross, which is round to the side, if you remember. And that is so that we can have our staging round to the side. And this cross is the end part of the other painting, the turquoise painting. So it's a slightly different colour, and it has several larger figures and one person worshipping. But it has lots of gold, which is amazing, so we've put the gold cross again. But it also has greens and royal blue. And also we've painted all the cupboards royal blue as well. And it matches the chairs rather well. And royal blue is, royal blue, just looking at my royal blue. Royal blue is revelation, authority, kingship, priesthood, and faithfulness. So all about royalty, and our King, our Majesty, Jesus, are those things. So, and if you notice, the walls are being painted just sort of a timeless white, and white is purity, and often we see angels in white. They're always depicted in white, aren't they, with white feathers? And so it's kind of a lovely clean feel to it. There's another part here of just a person worshipping, just to bring the corridor into the church. Sorry, I can't see that very well, can you? It's difficult. Just here by the hatch of the coffee bar, just to bring it all together, really. And the whole of the corridor is so much brighter and whiter, and with lovely blue doors and the royal blue. And then as we go back to the back of the church, you'll see from here, you can see from here? Yeah, you can see from there. How lovely it looks at the back of the church. There's a lovely area for just having coffee, chatting. If you want to sit there during the service as well, great place for children. And then we've made this lovely little area for children to come and play in. Let me just adjust that. There we go. So it's a lovely area for children. You'll see. Rather special with beautiful mat. 2 mats actually. And a lovely shelving with all toys. A little table and chairs, look. And where the children can just sit and rest and play and enjoy themselves and be part of our fellowship. So it's all looking really lovely and fresh and great. And we have done the porch as well. And, and I forgot to mention, actually, you can see the ceiling at the back. It's got gold on it. And just the trusses are gold. It's rather lovely as well. And I think, so we are going to be coming back from lockdown, changed people. Things will never be the same. And the church is not going to be the same either. And I think there will be a lot of different things. But I guess this is the time we can say, Lord, I'm not sure what's going on or where we're headed, but I'm going to hold on to you and put you first in all of it and see what you're doing. So many blessings. And actually next week is Good Friday. So there's an hour meditation on the cross between 2 and 3 in the afternoon. So it'll just be a silent meditation where you just come and pray and worship. But good opportunity maybe to come and ask those questions and come and look at what we've done here as well, and just sit and take it all in and say, Lord, okay, this is a new time. Show me what you've got for me. Anyway, have a great week. See you soon. Bye.